I believe today is the day. The carpet is coming out. It's a little scary because once that happens, that's it. This van cannot be put back together how it was. You can't just put the seats back in. You can't just screw everything back and say, hey, it's in the exact same condition. When this carpet comes out, it is no longer a Vandura. It is one step closer to Seymour, our van life van. So a little nervous, want to make sure it's done absolutely correctly, which is going to be really tricky to do, but that's all right. It's got to happen. This is a big part of it, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to feel so hollow in here. I don't know how long the conversion will take to actually get the laminate floor in. Hopefully not a matter of, weeks, maybe even today and tomorrow, depending on how quickly it goes, but it'll be a little nerve-wracking just knowing that the carpet, the soft, beautiful carpet, is gone. And it's really cold out here. We got snow in Chattanooga. Crazy. So I got my old straight line out right here. Irwin straight line. Put some chalk in here. Try to make a nice straight line on that carpet and cut right there as straight as possible. So first things first, I'm going to tape these up, get everything out of them, and make it a little more easily accessible on myself. Get a little line going. I don't see it sticking. Come on now. Why is this so weak? What the hell happened? Does duct tape go bad? That's what I really need. I looked to get some the other day. I just did not pull the trigger. I know what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna use these little clamps, my photography clamps, and just clip it right here. Right here. I just found out something that sucks. Whenever I took this back seat out, and whatever motor it was attached to for the back seat to incline, and go back and forth and move that, apparently controlled these seats too. Kind of trying to retrace some steps to figure out exactly, is it just missing a ground or something? And that could be the case. But none of those grounds hook clearly up to the wires that are left behind. I'm realizing I haven't really adjusted my seats since then, and I came in here to kind of move this up so we could access this better. Just to find out neither of these are moving. So maybe I'm missing a ground, hopefully. Okay, this is kind of crazy. Here's the two things that were left behind that were plugged into the motor, right? These two little knobs. Well, I guess these are what need to be grounded, because whenever I connect them to the metal that's still connected, that the old chair was fixed to, if they're both touching the metal that is touching to the ground of this, I can go up, which is what I'm doing. So that is kind of a big relief that those need to be grounded, and I know, because I'm not too sure what I would have done with them otherwise. So I might have just cut them out or something. Those need to be grounded. There's kind of valleys right here. It kind of bumps up, valleys low, bumps back up, valleys low, and is going to be a little unsteady. I'm curious as to what's going to be underneath there. Same thing in the back. There's a couple spots where it dips down wherever there were seats and stuff. So I have a feeling this valley, the valleys inside of these ridges that the bed of this truck van is made out of, isn't going to be consistently the same little strip that will need to be placed in there. Instead of a razor, I'm going to use these little clippers, which almost looks like it's made to do carpet, and I already did just a little bit of piece, and it glided through it like it was nothing. Do a little chalk outline right here. Make sure it's middle of the wood to middle of the wood, and we should be good to go. Cannot see that line. Well, there's chalk everywhere. Maybe that's not the best way to do it. So since this chalk line is not actually popping chalk onto it, Well, there's a lot of chalk on here, but boy, that all just came out of the actual straight line. So I'm thinking maybe I can tape it off to some extent and then just draw a line. Get a pencil or something that could be potentially removed and see if I can't draw a line straight. I got a couple pencils. Probably get a kind of a blunt one. Hell no. How do people get straight lines in carpets in tight areas? A little bit different. I have a piece of electrical tape, and presumably I need to cut right in the middle to make it work. Now, I'd like to back check it with the straight line. So hopefully it'll line up just right. The line will actually hit right smack in the middle. If it doesn't, if it's off at all in any area, I didn't do it right. I can't see no open minds, but the tone is breaking soon. Yeah, I can definitely see that my line is off, so I'm glad I checked. Wow, what a stupid thing that I can't even figure out. I think what I'm going to do is just cut a piece of wood, a 2x4 or something, as long as it is, that has a straight line, put it up in here and just maybe take some sort of marker and just line it. Like, right at 67 inches, if not a little bit shorter than that. Just a hair shy of 67. Maybe if I turn this thing upright, so I can run a pen or something. I've got one of these rewritable dry erase markers that should come off like with water or something if I make a mistake here. Hopefully that won't be the case. I don't exactly know how I would make a mistake, but knowing me, very good chance of making one. So here it is, long cut. It's like a straight line. Here it is. See the black line right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start on this side where there's a little flap where I can actually get this up under there and cut a little bit, right on down the line. And then I'll cut back this way, all the way down. Here goes nothing. My shoulder, let it pull you through the cracks, crush you like a boulder. Well, as well as it was cutting it at first, it doesn't seem to want to cut it as well now. Alright, might be a change of plans. I might have to take a razor to this thing. I'm sure you're figuring out by now, as if you didn't realize already. I don't know what I'm doing with a lot of this. You're probably going, how's this guy ever going to build a van when he's trying to cut carpet with this, when he probably really needs a razor? I've got the tools. I'm just trying to figure out other ways, I guess, making it harder on myself. So, let's see if I can... Because that's how it's supposed to happen. Pre-cut before, and then just follow that line I just made on down. Alright, so far, straight line, so far, that's good. Nice. Right here. Not gonna lie, still kind of scares me a little bit. It's cold out. It's kind of stupid to get rid of this carpet at this point, but this thing needs to start moving. Start getting this ball rolling for van life. Too many exciting things happen. Too many people asking me, have you got any work done? No, I haven't. I need to. So I am now. Screwed into the flooring parts, so you can see right there, it's screwed in. Might have another screw somewhere, but see if I can't figure out a good way to remove all this stuff and cut around these edges. What the heck is this thing screwed into? Golly. Just does not want to go. how that comes up. Wires, hooray. A lot of padding. So it's about to go down. Seems like the carpet is jammed up pretty good up underneath here. Not jammed up, but literally built underneath here. These little slits underneath these little ice chest compartments. But I don't want to remove those, so I'll probably just cut. So I'm gonna cut all this stuff and get back to you. One side done. See what it looks like underneath there? I can see what I'm kind of up against a little bit more and more every time I pull something up. All these valleys. All right, let me try that side now. Coming right out now. Serious progress. Oh, to be a carpenter. Is that what they're called? Carpenters? Carpenters? Carpenters. Decarpenters. Getting close. In order to get this little part of the carpet out, I decided to unscrew this, and this was a really tricky one to get up. I see why now, because how incredibly long it was. It's probably sticking out underneath the vehicle somewhere, which is what I sort of suspected. But there's some more electrical stuff back here, which is no surprise. Maybe that'll benefit me somehow getting back there. I did kind of planned on keeping this here, but maybe not. Maybe we'll try to get some insulation and shove a bunch of insulation all up in there. Would probably be the smartest thing, just as much as we can after we run some wires or whatever we need to do, or take wires out, or I don't know. I just know that it's another little compartment that I just got to figure out what to do with. Love when that happens. That essentially does it. Got all four corners and all the edges peeled up. Now all I have to do is pull it out. My wrists getting a little weak. Get that pinch grip. Check it. It's all ready to go. It's all ready to go. Alright, let's see if we can pull this beast out. Carpet is removed. Been trying to accurately do this for everybody, trying to show everybody, again, maybe not the right way, but our way. And let me tell you, this is tricky whenever you're by yourself a lot of the time. To film, especially with two cameras. You probably know that, but I have a whole new appreciation for the people who have put up videos already about doing this very thing, but just converting their vans in general by themselves with cameras. Always kind of wondered why they did it the way they did, but it's because it's really hard because you're trying to work. You've got a lot of different things to think about. And whenever you want to do something, you can't just do it. You've got to talk to the camera and kind of explain what you're doing along the way. So anyway, today I'm wrapping up, got the carpet out, looks good, feels good. Tomorrow we'll hopefully be cutting the slats for the little valleys right here in the ridges of the van floor. And then from there, we'll epoxy them down, adhesive them down. I don't know when's the next time I'll get to start working on this. I guess I'll just be driving to work back and forth in this with it just super cold. So there's still a lot of things that need to be done. I'll have Lindsay's assistance, my beautiful wife, to take these babies out as they were bolted from underneath. And so I'll need somebody up here to hold a bar while I'm down there cranking, or vice versa. So that will be in store for hopefully tomorrow, as it should be a pretty day. But no matter what, van life is on its way, and this was a huge step towards it. See y'all next time. Wild Days of the Calloways.